Boom, 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 boom. And now it's off and running. Hey, who's up there? Who's out there right now? Who's listening? How you doing today? It is part 2 of the 420 report here Thursday, December 28th, 2017. This is your good pal Jeremy Danley, the mighty jer-dog. If you want to hang out with me and you're on your phone right now, there should be a little icon at the bottom of the screen that you can press, and then it'll send me a notification, and then I can theoretically bring you into the conversation and we can chit-chat it up a little bit. If you don't want to join in, that's totally fine. If you don't got anything to say, you can just watch and laugh, but hit the share button, maybe send me some comments, hit the follow button, because when I go on the road on the weekends, sometimes I like to do a Facebook live video depending on what's going on and where I'm at and if they have good Wi-Fi signal or not, and then you get to see what it's really like, an insider's look at life on the road as a traveling troubadour stand-up comedian. So this week's shows, I want to get to those right away before we start chatting up, and anybody wants to join in, like I said, just hit the little add button at the bottom and I'll bring you into the conversation. Say whatever you want to fucking say. You can heckle me a little bit if you want. I don't care. As you know, we can do a little end of the year Q&A. I'm going to be talking about some of my goals and ambitions for 2018, which quite frankly, I think is a joke. I think goals and setting New Year's resolutions is kind of stupid. Sorry if I'm blowing your groove or pissing on your parade, but I'm a comedian. I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm just here to spout off my dumb bullshit opinions, hopefully make you laugh. If with nothing else, at least keep this interesting and fun, right? I always like to take kind of a counter position, a contrarian point at shit. You know, like, oh, my New Year's resolution this year is to start working out. To start working out. That means you just got to go to the gym one fucking day and you accomplish that shit. You know, so instead, what I like to do is maybe set like a target, something that I can hit for the end of the year. Like, for me, doing stand-up comedy, laying down a whole new hour on recording, be that video, probably video. I actually want to do something that I can release out there on video. We did the audio last year. That was a lot of fun, but I'd like to get some video this year. So that's a goal and ambition that I have for 2018. But it's not a goal. It's not a resolution. It's just something I'm going to fucking do. You know what I mean? I got to get up every day, write the material, talk to you here on a Facebook Live. You know, it's just something that I do. I don't set it as a goal later on. Maybe, hopefully, I'll get to it if time allows. And, you know, it'll be a big achievement. It's just something that I fucking do. Do or do not. There is no try. Just like Master Yoda says, I know it's cliche, I know it's bullshit, but there's a reason why things are cliche, because they're fucking true a lot of times. Anyway, I've been yakking it up. I still forgot to promote the dates. If anybody wants to join in, hit the little add button and let's just chat it up, because I don't have a whole lot prepared for this edition of the 420 report. I was just hoping to get a little bit of dialogue going with whoever out there might be watching and see what your day is like and see what you have in store for 2018. This weekend, I'll be in Altura, Minnesota at Pooters Sports Bar and Grill. I'll be opening for Uncle Larry Reeb, one of my favorite fucking comedians from back in the day before I even thought about doing stand-up comedy. I saw this guy on Rodney Dangerfield's HBO special for young comedians. I saw this guy on A&E's Evening at the Improv. Opened up for him a few times back in the day at a theater in Peoria, Illinois, so I'm real excited to do that again this Friday night. We're going to blow the fucking roof off the place. So they were almost sold out. They said that they've opened up a few more seats. They're going to bring in about 100 people, and they've actually opened it up so they can fit in about 20 more. So if you are in anywhere near the southwestern quadrant of Minnesota, get your ass to Altura. It's just outside of Winona. This Friday night, December 29th, Pooters Sports Bar. I'll put all the fucking links and ticket information and everything that you need to know in the show description, but I've been yakking too much about that one already. I got to get to talking about my show this Saturday, Palmyra, Nebraska, at the Palmyra Pub. See Jerry or Sue for tickets on that. They'll be selling out very shortly as well, if not already. And then New Year's Eve, I am going to be in Balaton, Minnesota, completely other side of the state, where I'm at on Thursday night, working with Nathan Tricky Allen in the Dirty Jokes and Magic Trick Show at the Balaton Community Center, sponsored by Kirkpatrick's Bar and Grill. I think they're bringing in over 100. No, I think it's like 200 and some odd people coming in for that show. So it's going to be a jam-packed fucking fun weekend. If I got Wi-Fi signal in any of those places, I'll do a live video at that time. It'll just be like a surprise fun thing. Anybody out there right now, join in. Hit the little icon at the bottom, and I'll bring you in to the conversation right here, right now on a Facebook Live. I fucking love this technology, man. It was always my dream. It was back in the day when, when I saw Saturday Night Live. I was like 14 years old, maybe, and I saw Wayne's World, right? And I always thought that was so cool that this guy had a talk show in his basement. It was like a community access show. You guys remember Wayne's World, don't you? You remember Wayne's World? Now I got my own Wayne's World, called the 420 Report right here. Even though it's only 3 people watching or whoever right now, who gives a shit? I just think this technology is so fucking cool that I can actually do this stuff, talk to you guys, So I guess I need to put Mark Zuckerberg on my thank you list for inventing this shit. Although sometimes I wish I could meet that dude and punch him square in the fucking face, because I see too many people walking around doing this crap all day long. Here's a request I would like to make. Here's a request I would like to make to anybody out there, to you watching right now. If you do come to a comedy show, the worst fucking thing you can do, it's so goddamn rude, it's just like in a movie theater, is to get out your phone and start scrolling on that thing. I see that shit over and over and over again. We're up there busting our balls, sweating like crazy, trying to make you guys laugh, and when I look out into the audience, I see people laughing their asses off, having a great time, but I'll see someone down there facing the fucking phone, just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. Here's a good idea for a New Year's resolution. If you really want to kick ass in 2018, take advantage of a special feature on your phone. I was dicking around with my phone the other day, and I found a very cool feature on there that's helped me save time. It's helped me in terms of my relationships and my friendships. It's helped me in terms of my general overall productivity throughout the day. It's the fucking off button. Turn the fucking phone off every once in a while, especially if you're at a goddamn comedy show where you paid, what, $10, $15, $20, whatever a ticket price is these days. They'd make you turn that shit off in a movie theater. Why? Because it's rude to the people around you. You know what I mean? People do that in a movie theater, even though it's not live. There are actors up on the screen that don't give a shit or even know that you're there, let alone watching you scroll on your fucking phone, right? But I see this all the time at a comedy show. People got their smartphone out, scrolling away. If you want to get on your Twitter or you want to get on your Facebook feed and be like, hey, I'm at the jer-dog show right now. He's kicking ass. Send. That's cool, of course, because, it's more promotion for me, more promotion for the comedians, more promotion for the venue or the show. We're always welcome to that. But I just see people doing this shit. Imagine that. I lost my fucking Facebook audience bitching about scrolling on Facebook at comedy shows. So I don't even know who's out there, who's watching right now, because I'm doing this on my phone. Thank you for the likes and love that are coming across the screen right now. But give me a comment, give me a question, let me know what's up, because I'm just rapping off the top of my head right now. I'll probably say something stupid. I'll probably say something offensive, but I like to keep this going for at least 10, 15, 20 minutes, and the whole point of it is to just connect with you, get some engagement. So hit the little button at the bottom. I think it's right here, right there, and I will add you to the conversation. Give me a comment, give me a question. Maybe you are, and it's just not coming through because the fucking signal is weak. I can't tell anymore. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Here's some other goals or some other resolutions that I have for 2018. Number one, so write a new hour of material and get that shit recorded, which I'm going to do anyway, because I pretty much write every day of the week, even if it's just talking and making up shit into a Facebook live video that I can go back later on and maybe glean some material out of. But also, I got to cut out fucking sugar. You know, sugar, that's my big thing. That's my big downfall, sugar. I love fucking drinking. I love maybe taking a little puffski or two, if you know what I mean. I love a lot of shit. But it's fucking sugar. That is the hardest thing for me to kick. If I have to go sober for a time, I don't need to drink at a show. You know, I always felt like if you gotta be the kind of guy that needs alcohol to get on stage, do you really deserve to be on stage? That's kind of my opinion. That said, it's a lot of fucking fun to be up there doing some shots of Fireball or Jaeger Bomb or whatever it is. Just the right number to put me into that fucking creative zone, that no give a shit vibe where, you know, it activates whatever it activates in my brain. It's just the right level of drunkenness to where stand-up comedy, it makes it a lot of fucking fun, and some of the best shit comes out. You know, it really does. It's like a lowering of inhibitions. As much as I try to keep them lowered to begin with by talking, you know, into a phone like this, by talking to live audiences every single weekend, I just try to keep it as unfiltered, as spontaneous as possible. You know, stay in the zone, stay in the flow. But, you know, if I just want that little bit extra edge, you know, shot of Fireball, shot of Jaeger Bomb, couple of beers, puts me just right there. But I don't have to have it. I don't have to have a puffski or two at the end of the day to unwind. If I don't got it, I don't got it. But I'm going to tell you something, what is hard to resist? Fucking sugar. Every time, especially when I'm on the road, man. Like when I'm at home, I can keep that shit out of my cupboards. I really can. We don't go grocery shopping, just don't buy the fucking Oreos. Which, speaking of, right now, I've got a whole box of mint-flavored JoJo's, which is the Trader Joe's version of Oreos upstairs that I've been pigging out on since Christmas. I polished off almost the entire fucking box in the last 2 days. So that's what I'm saying, man. As soon as I put one fucking Oreo in my mouth, I can't not have the second one. That's why it's so goddamn hard. It's hard as hell for me to kick sugar. I don't have to have booze. I don't have to have the puffski or two. There's a lot of shit I don't need. I don't even necessarily have cravings for it. But sugar, oh my God, that's the hardest addiction to fucking kick is sugar. And it's in everything. It's in everything. McDonald's puts it in every goddamn item on their menu, including the meat. There's sugar in the booger. Of course, back in the day, sugar booger meant something completely different to me. Whatever. Point is, man, that's my big thing this year. I'm just going to try to eliminate as much fucking sugar as possible out of my diet. We'll see what happens. Probably not going to be able to eliminate it completely. There's going to be times I'm on the road. I'm just going to have that goddamn donut from Casey's. I'm going to eat a ginormous bear claw. I'm going to go. You know, I'm going to be susceptible to the banana split from Dairy Queen, and that's the problem. As soon as I fucking open that floodgate, it's so hard to control. What about you? Anybody got any goals or ambitions or anything that you want to get done or accomplished for 2018? Maybe the comments aren't working. Maybe, you know what? Here, I've got my laptop up right here. Let me see if I'm going... Actually, if this is actually working. I'm going to watch myself on the laptop and see if any comments are coming up. I got some likes from Derek, from Kevin, from Trisha. Anybody wants to join in on the conversation, hit the little icon at the bottom and I will add you in. I think it only works if you're on your phone. If you're on your laptop or your desktop watching right now or whatever other mobile device you might have, Kindle Fire, iPad, I don't know if it'll work on any of that shit. But supposedly if you're on your phone, you can hit the little icon button here at the bottom and I'll bring you into the conversation. We can chat it up for just a few minutes. I don't even know what time it is. I've probably been going on too long as it is. Come see me this Friday night for anybody who's in the southeast corner of Wisconsin, the northeast corner of Iowa, the southwest corner of Wisconsin, the northeast corner of Iowa, or the southeast corner of Minnesota. Come see me in Altura, Minnesota this Friday night, December 29th at Pooters Sports Bar and Grill. I'll be working with world famous Uncle Larry Reeb. It's going to be a kick-ass show, but you already know that. I've been yakking up about that for the last 2 weeks, so can you tell I'm excited? And then this Saturday night, I'll be in Palmyra, Nebraska at the Palmyra Pub. You can see Jerry or Sue for tickets out there. And then on New Year's Eve, the Dirty Jokes and Magic Trick Show in Balaton, Minnesota, the southwest corner of Minnesota. I'll be working with Nathan Tricky Allen, probably the most creative magical mind I've ever met in the Dirty Jokes and Magic Trick Show. It's at the Community Center, sponsored by Kirkpatrick's Bar and Grill. Tickets are on sale now. I think they're going to cap it out about 200 if they're not sold out already. So head on out there, get your tickets, or hitting them up on the Facebook link or whatever it is you got to do. But I want to see you there, and if I don't see you there, I want to see you back here on the live video, because if we got good Wi-Fi, I'll come back and I'll do another live video from the road, you know, just see what happens. It always gets weird when you're on the road. Things always get crazy, so hit the follow button. That way you can stay updated with all the shit that goes on when I'm traveling around the country, doing shows at nightclubs, taverns, and neighborhood bars 100 nights a year. Hit the like button, hit the share button, give me some comments. Phil Cooper, driving now. Hey, buddy. Once again, big shout out to you for giving me the idea to go on and do a Facebook Live video every day, and that's been a lot of fun. So it's probably one of my favorite things that I've done in 2017. I appreciate the the brainstorm on that. I appreciate the encouragement to get that going. I wish I had started it sooner. I really do. The original plan was to start doing the 420 report on April 20th, but I was so nervous and so stressed out about putting together material for the CD that I was recording that same night. And speaking of, I'm reuniting with my former co-star in American Smartass and Road Dogs, which I think you can see both of those on YouTube right now. Road Dogs is the one where I projectile vomit after doing like 10 or 11 shots of straight Jägermeister in a row. And then I rallied, did another hour of material, and got a fucking standing ovation. This guy comes to me in the back, you know, the green room, which is really just the janitor's closet down the hallway by the bathrooms. He's like, "Hey man, I was in the front row. You got vomit all over my jeans." I'm like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I can't believe it. I don't know what happened out there. Things just got crazy." He's like, no, don't worry about it. I want you to autograph them. So that's in Road Dogs. That is on YouTube or IMDb or one of those fucking things. American Smartass, I know, is up on YouTube, the full version of it. So just go to my channel, The Bar Comic. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I put up a lot of heckler battles and things like that. Some of the highlights from the 420 report if you miss it one day. So just subscribe to my YouTube channel at The Bar Comics. Very easy to find, very easy to remember. And what was I saying? What was the whole point of fucking all that rambling? Oh, I'll be working with Josh again this April 20th, 2018. The American Smartasses, the original Road Dogs, are getting back together in Rush City, Minnesota for a special 420 show at the other place. Is it the other place? The other side. It's either the other place or the other side. I think it's the other side. The other side. Anyway, whatever, man. You know what I'm talking about. And we still got another 4 months to fucking talk about that shit. Derek swearing, "I join you, bro, but I'm at work and not supposed to be on my phone." LOL. Hey, Derek's boss. He's on the phone right now. He's on the phone. Just fucking with you, bro. Okay, bring me back to Centerville, man. I'd love to do another show for you guys down there at the Eagles Club. Put Grant in the front row again, because that was a lot of fun to work with that fucking guy as my quote-unquote co-star / heckler / audience participant. That's something else I want to do in 2018. Do more improvisational comedy. Go up on stage one night. Okay, I'm going to set this. This will be a goal. I don't know how I'm going to accomplish it. Someday I hope to report that it happened. If it never happens, who gives a shit? I'm not going to be dependent on it fucking coming true. I think that's another problem with setting New Year's resolutions and goals, is that people feel like a failure if they don't actually come true. They get all dependent on a certain result or outcome, and then if it doesn't necessarily happen, or isn't quite up to expectations that they would want to happen, they're like, "Oh, it sucks, I'm a failure, I don't ever get anything done." And then it's like, this is just fucking slingshots back the other way, you know? Like if people want to lose weight or go to the gym, or, you know, start going to the gym, they miss like 1 or 2 days, they get all down on themselves, you know, if they go off their diet or whatever, they get all fucking depressed. You know, it's like I was talking about with eating sugar earlier. It's the same fucking thing that happens to me. If I start eating, if I want to cut sugar out of my diet as much as humanly possible, and the one day that I'm tired, there's nothing else to eat, it's after a show, 2 o'clock in the morning, and the only fucking place that's open is the convenience store, and I got a choice between the bomb burrito, I got, there's a bunch of candy bars in there, I've been drinking already because I'm at the gig, I'm tired, I'm fucking hungry, I'm just gonna relent. I'm just gonna be like, oh, give me that goddamn donut. Give me whatever it is. I'm out of my mind. I don't care. Just put anything in my... I was about to say put anything in my mouth, but I know some of you fuckers will take that the wrong way. But the point is, like, I'll have that fucking donut. I'll have those cookies. I'll have that fucking bag of chips, and then open the floodgates. And then I get all depressed and down on myself, and then I eat to feel better. I get depressed because I eat, but I eat because I'm depressed. It's a vicious cycle. Anyway, what was I fucking talking about? Doesn't matter. Boom! That's what I was talking about. I want to do a full 90 minutes of complete improvisational set. Just like, get up there with nothing prepared. Nothing. And do a full hour and a half just making it up off the top of my head, working with the material that the audience throws at me, figure out a way to get that done, and then... the thing that I would really fucking love to do, the skill that I'd really love to develop is to be able to do that same thing night after night after night after night after night. One of the biggest criticisms I get, some of the biggest pushback that I get when I'm doing a venue for the second time is people are worried that they're going to see the same show. They're worried that they're going to hear the same material. And that's a double-edged sword. It really is. Because if you do completely new stuff, there will always be somebody that afterwards complains that, oh, why didn't you do the Walmart bit? Why didn't you do the bit about when you're talking about your kids at Christmas time or whatever it is? Like their favorite bit that they remember from the last time they saw you. If you don't do that, if you don't do those bits, like if you don't throw in your greatest hits, there'll be people that complain. But then if you do too many of that stuff, if you do too much of the stuff that people have already heard, the surprise is gone. The magic is gone. Part of the magic of doing stand-up comedy is that the jokes are a surprise. It's supposed to seem like a total, just complete riff off the top of your head. Truth be told, it's not at all. Truth be told, we work pretty hard on structuring jokes, making sure the words are exactly right for maximum impact. In a lot of ways, we're up there just manipulating your emotions, but in a good way, to elicit the positive response of fucking laughter, which is what we need more of these days. A lot of these places I go to and do shows, people are like, thank you, we needed this. People are on their fucking Facebook, or they watch the TV news, and it's just negativity and bullshit, people arguing this and that. Get away from all that shit. Like I said earlier, hit the fucking off button on your phone. Don't do it right now because, you're watching the mighty jer-dog on a video. But later on, as soon as I wrap up here, hit the fucking off button on your phone. Get off that shit. Connect and engage in real life. Go out there and have some real fucking fun. Get away from the negativity and the horseshit. That's the whole purpose of comedy to begin with. To forget about this shit. It's a form of escape, and it's needed now more than ever. So we're up there. We're figuring out the most effective ways to structure a joke. If you put a word that's in the punchline. For instance, if you already say that in the setup, a lot of times that'll ruin the surprise. That'll ruin the click moment where people sort of put two and two together psychologically in their head, subconsciously, and then it elicits that positive emotion of laughter, right? So as comedians, that's really all we are, is emotion manipulators, right? Chris Carter. Hey, what's up, buddy? My good friend Chris Carter from the Wild West shows. 90 improv is brilliant. You'd crush it. That would be awesome, man. If I could just do 90 minutes of complete improv night after night after night after night. And if you're on your phone, Chris, hit the little join in button. We can chat it up about back in the day when we used to do that. When we used to improv together all the time in the comedy Wild West show, baby. That's how I learned this shit. That, when you do the same show 5 times a day, every single day, for 3-4 months straight. That's like 500 times that you're doing the same fucking jokes, the same material. You got to figure out little ways to keep it fresh, keep it exciting, and then come up with new shit for shows later on. Improv is a great way to do that. So if I'm going to a show for, I'm doing another venue that's had me before and they're worried whether it's going to be the same material or not, well, here, problem fucking solved. I'll do 90 minutes of complete improv. That said, skill I haven't developed quite yet, not quite yet, but that will be my goal for 2018. Some point or another, I'm going to do that 90-minute improv set, completely spontaneous, off the top of my head, no material prepared whatsoever, and I'll let you guys know when and where and how that happens, and maybe you'll be lucky enough to be in the audience that night. But if not, hey, until then, come see me this Friday night. I'll be in Altura, Minnesota, working with world-famous Uncle Larry Reeb at Pooter's Sports Bar and Grill. That's this Friday, December 29th. And then this Saturday, December 30th, I'll be in Palmyra, Nebraska at the Palmyra Pub. And New Year's Eve, working with Nathan Tricky Allen in the Dirty Jokes and Magic Trick Show in Balaton, Minnesota at the Community Center, sponsored by Kirkpatrick's Bar and Grill. Get your tickets. All these shows are probably going to be packed to the tits, completely sold out. It's New Year's fucking weekend. People are going out to party. Like I said, we need it now more than ever. A reason to get together, share some laughs, have some drinks, have a great fucking time, and forget all the bullshit in the world. Need to make your way down to Florida, brother. Hey, dude, if you're still watching, man, hit the little thing if you're on your phone, and let's chat it up. If not, I'm going to wrap this motherfucker up in just a couple minutes because I've been going at it too long. As it is, almost that 30-minute mark, I think. Whew! I'll be back next year in 2018. I'll be back on... probably on Tuesday. Maybe I'll do a special New Year's Day 420 report to check in with you. 4:20 p.m. or as close as possible. And then I'm going to continue doing this shit all through 2018. So I just want to give a big shout out and thank you for everybody that's been a part of this. And I hope you had a great 2017. Hope you have a fucking fantastic 2018. And until next week, when I'm back here with another 420 report, or until this weekend, if I go live from one of the venues where I'll be performing at, once again, Altura, Minnesota, this Friday night, Pooters, with the world-famous Uncle Larry Reeb, this Saturday, Palmyra, Nebraska, at the Palmyra Pub, New Year's Eve, Balaton, Minnesota, at the Community Center, sponsored by Kirkpatrick's Bar and Grill, to be the Dirty Jokes and Magic Trick Show. I'll see you guys next week. Happy New Year's. Blah, 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 blah. And dog bless America.